Leak. John Bolton transmitted classified emails over private server, and they were intercepted by hostile foreign countries' spy service. Wow. Isn't that basically what happened to Hillary Clinton as well? She had a private server where she had classified information on. I wonder if they're going to be coming for Hillary Clinton as well. But this is some interesting news. A foreign country actually intercepted the information because of John Bolton, Mr. Warris himself, the Rhino warmonger. I hope he gets thrown underneath the prison, and we're going to talk about it. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon. That's where I'll talk about things that I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my X account, so follow me there as well. All right, so let's get into this news. Now, this comes from the Gateway Pundit. And they report that Trump's former national security advisor, John Bolton, transmitted classified emails over a private server system, and they were intercepted by a hostile foreign country's spy service, according to a leak to the New York Times. As reported last week, John Bolton is reportedly under investigation for violating the Espionage Act, according to the New York Times. Quote, the investigation into whether John Bolton, President Trump's former national security advisor, mishandled classified information is trying to determine if he violated certain sections of the Espionage Act, which makes it a crime to illegally retain or transmit national defense information, according to people familiar with the matter who spoke on the condition of anonymity to discuss details of the case, the New York Times reported. The FBI raided the home of Trump's former national security advisor, John Bolton, last Friday morning. FBI agents were sent to Bolton's home because he allegedly sent highly sensitive classified material to family members from a private unsecured email server while he was working at the White House during the first Trump administration. Quote, the investigation reopened a dormant probe into Bolton's alleged use of a private email to send classified national security documents to his wife and daughter from his work desk before his dismissal by Trump in September 2019, according to a senior U.S. official, the New York Post reported last week. Are you really this dumb, John Bolton? Like, you had to know that people can track this stuff and find that and see where you sent this information. You knew it was wrong. You know it was illegal. Why would you be so dumb to do something like this? I mean, I don't get it. But he's an idiot warmonger. So I can't put anything past this psycho here. But the investigation into John Bolton began in 2020 when he used classified information to write his book titled The Room Where It Happened. The Biden administration halted the investigation, of course, because they wanted to protect him. They halted the investigation into Bolton, but FBI Director Kash Patel revived it and ordered the raid on the former NACSEC advisor's home. John Bolton has not been arrested or charged with any crimes yet. The New York Times on Wednesday reported that the U.S. government actually discovered John Bolton's classified emails while gathering information from a, quote, adversarial country's spy service. So they didn't even intentionally, they wasn't out looking for this stuff. They just by happenstance, they were looking into another country, foreign service, adversary's foreign service, and they came across this. The New York Times reported the investigation into President Trump's former national security advisor, John R. Bolton, began to pick up momentum during the Biden administration when U.S. intelligence officials collected information that appeared to show that he had mishandled classified information, according to people familiar with the inquiry. The United States gathered data from an adversarial country's spy service, including emails with sensitive information that Mr. Bolton, while still working in the first Trump administration, appeared to have sent to people close to him on an unclassified system, the people said, speaking on the condition of anonymity to discuss a sensitive case that remains open. The investigation of Mr. Bolton, who has become an ardent critic of the president, rhino, he's a rhino, burst back into public view last week when federal agents searched his Maryland home and Washington office. While those searches have raised fresh questions about the extent to which Mr. Trump may be using, here they go with the New York Times with the same line, using the Justice Department and FBI to try to punish those he dislikes. But there was no mention of that when they did that to Trump. They knocked down Trump front door at Mar-a-Lago and raided through his things, and they said they went through his wife's drawer with her underwear and stuff. They don't mention that though. The new details of the case present a more complex chain of events. The disclosure suggests that a long-running investigation into Mr. Bolton's activities changed over time, with some of the issues echoing past inquiries into the handling of national security secrets. The emails in question, according to the People, were sent by Mr. Bolton and included information that appeared to derive from classified documents he had seen while he was National Security Advisor. Mr. Bolton apparently sent the message to people close to him who were helping him gather material that would ultimately use his 2020 memoir, or the room where it happened. Good. I hope he gets prison time for this, because it's time for accountability. You can't continue to do these illegal things and think you can get away with it. I hope Hillary Clinton is next. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Leave y'all comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe. And check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.